All right, welcome to what could be our final broadcast of this intramural basketball season as the Platypi take on PacMan in their first tournament game. And is it not fitting? We are home sweet home here in the practice gym.
Yeah, it is fitting, great, and a lot of people expect this to be our last game, which is why I already started spreading my resume around looking for new work.
Yeah, well, you know, we've talked about this game all year, how all the other games were just a build-up to this first tournament game. Win, and you play, lose, and you go home, and we're underway here. As this is a rematch of 2 weeks ago, and the Platypi played PacMan, scored their most points in that game.
Nice effort there by Drew Pilgrim to keep the ball in the Platypi's hand.
We have seen Drew getting more and more aggressive as the season has progressed, and that's a good thing. All right, so yeah, this is a rematch. PacMan 8-0, the best team, #1 seed. Platypi 0-8, the last seed. So a bit unfortunate that you draw the top team, but you know what? The Platypi are out to prove something tonight, that they are at least a one-win team. And so yeah, it would definitely be an upset, but you know what? We're saying this may be our last broadcast. We would love to be back here on Thursday night.
That we would, although Thursday night off of the talent show.
Oh, well, yeah, that would be unfortunate. Although, you know, if it's 10 o'clock game, we'd be done by then, you'd think.
I would hope so. There's a lot more talent on this show than I thought there was.
Looks like that was a 2 for Brian. 2-2.
Well, standing contention here early on, but you know, this is something we usually see out of Platypi. And what's really going to make a difference here is how long they can hang in there.
We will not have a good indicator of how this game is going until the beginning of the second half. Last game against the PacMan, you know, they were down, Platypi were down very early, and down by a lot, frankly, and they were able to come back and score quite a few points. So, you know, we can't count them out of it early, as we have done in some games.
Well, great, and that's true, but I like the way I said it better.
All right. Like I said, this may be our last game broadcasting here. Wow, basketball, we will see. Interesting pass there by Seth. And that was an air ball.
Clean it up, boys, clean it up.
Well, as we have been, well, finally a foul there. As we have been promising, you know, we started promising this, selling this last Monday, I think. Former Governor of California, Arnold Schwarzenegger, may join us. Actually, he will join us. You know, I think he's here, isn't he?
Actually, I think he just came in right now, and he's making his way over to the booth, even as we speak.
Excellent. Well, it may take him a while to get up here. Hopefully, he'll be here soon. And we'll try and get at least a quick interview. He's got to be a busy man.
Well, maybe not that busy, great, and he is a former governor of California.
True. We'll have to ask him if he has any new movies in production. All right, well, with 17 minutes to go in this first half, 4-2 our score in favor of the red team. So not much going on yet this game. Warner has the ball stolen. In for 2, 6-2.
A lot of speed on the court tonight, Green.
Yes, there is. It looks like a lot of fans. You know, this makes sense there'd be more fans here. This is a tournament game. The prize, of course, of this tournament, the coveted intramural championship t-shirts. Not many people have those, and you can't buy them.
That's true, great, you can't buy them.
You gotta hope that if the Platypi can somehow win this tournament, that we get some shirts, you think? That'd be a fair assessment?
You know, I think we
Or a fair request?
either way.
Well, that's true. Unfortunately, I think they only come with winning. Like I said, you can't buy them. And the only way to earn them is by winning, so...
We won something, obviously. I mean, we're the only commentary in the game right now.
True. We do have a monopoly on the commentary, and we like it that way. Drew Pilgrim with a nice pass to Warner, who passes to Brian.
You know, speaking of monopoly, we saw a little bit of monopoly going on at that banquet Saturday
Yes, we did. Freshmen hosting their first banquet, spring banquet. The theme was games, which, yes, is a very broad topic, but we were able to enjoy it. And did that one go in? The net's really not connected here, so we can't always tell when something goes through. That did not. I don't think. No. 8-2 our score in favor of the PacMan. So yeah, talking about banquet, it was a good banquet, you know. you know, there could have been a little more as far as music. I think the general consensus was the music was kind of strange for the occasion of the theme. Pass gets away from Warner there. But overall, I think it was good. Food was definitely good. And overall, yeah, that's great. Grade the banquet. You can go first here, but
Well, great. If I was giving that banquet a grade on the Bryan College grading system, and what a C is average and an A is outstanding, I'd give it a B, maybe
all
a
right.
B plus.
B plus, very good. I would have to agree with you there. B plus, definitely in that range. You know, it wasn't great, but of course, freshmen, this is their first try. Didn't set off any alarms, so they're doing good there.
That's true, great.
As Brian takes the ball down the court, Platypi trying to put up some points here. Starkey with the offensive rebound and 3-second call. Interesting call.
That's one we haven't seen much this
Well,
season.
let me see
Usually
that.
they give them an off on that one.
That could be our fault. You know, in a previous broadcast, Jonathan Neal brought up the fact, our guest, that they don't call many of those, and we kind of said, well, you know, the refs know we're not professionals. Maybe they watched this and thought they need to pick it up a little bit.
That could be. I recently received word the soccer team's actually watching us now. And you know, when the soccer team watches you, that means you're really in the big time.
Yes, sir.
You know, I also understand we have another fan we'd like to give a little shout out here, a loyal viewer.
You know, yeah, from what we've been hearing is the Corwin family are big supporters of our podcast, I guess you could call them. Especially from what we hear from Corwin, David Corwin. Mr. Corwin is a big fan, especially when we talk about David Corwin. So we'll try and get some quips in here about Corwin as the game progresses, but just, yeah, I just want to shout out to the Corwin family. Thanks for watching. As we're 13:37 to go in this one, 10-2 our score. Make that 12-2. 13-2. That was a 3, excuse me. So as we get back on the subject of banquet, you know, sometimes after banquet can be a little more exciting than banquet itself, and I think in this case that was the case.
Oh, it certainly was exciting at Krispy Kreme with the line out the door and around the block.
Absolutely. We waited, I can say, I think you'd agree, it was worth the wait.
Krispy Kreme donuts.
There's a 3.
And actually, they're one of the few things that motivate me to get out of bed.
All right. You know, we should get that more often. That's the first time we've been to Krispy Kreme. I've been here. We've both been here for almost 3 years now.
That's true. Having trouble keeping up right on the court there. He makes the fall but recovers and makes the basket.
And there's a timeout with a Platypi. We're going to take it. So with 12:48 to go in this game, 18-2 our score. We said this one we couldn't call this one early, but this one's not looking good here off the bat for the Platypi. Anyway, we'll be right back from the practice gym for
Basketball.